Legend, what is going on? This is the Gym Boss Podcast, and I'm Jim Halley, as your host as always. And in this episode, or in this video, wherever you are watching this, we're going to be going over the leaky bucket syndrome and how to troubleshoot it. And this has actually come from reading a book, and I'm going to read out a little segment of it. And I want to be able to get your thoughts on it too, but I'm going to tell you what I think about this. But before I do, we're an ad agency, and if you're a gym owner and you want somebody to do your ads for you, go on over to iwantgymleads.com. That's iwantgymleads.com. Go over there and you can see what we're all about. And if you like what you see, book in a time to speak with us, and we can talk about how we can do the same for you. Right, now we've got into this. Let me read. I've got this up on my screen. You can see my fancy office right here. Right here. I've got the screenshot from a Kindle and I've blown it up big so I can read it because my eyesight is terrible. But listen to this. It's easy to scapegoat marketing in a scenario where a business is acquiring leads yet not making sales. But if leads are expressing interest in sharing accurate contact information, the marketing is working. So it's like, hey, basically what they're saying is, hey man, we're getting leads and the leads are bad. But if you're getting in contact with them, so it's the correct contact information, then that means the marketing is working. That's point one. And so now point two is, if the marketing is working, but leads aren't coming in, then that's a lead nurturing problem. That's a different problem altogether. So that's part two. But then if the leads are coming in, but they aren't joining, it's a sales problem. That's part three. And part four is, if they are joining but not staying for a year or more and regularly referring friends, it's a retention problem. So there's four parts. And this is how, like, do you have a leaky bucket? There's four main parts there. The marketing is the leads part, the lead nurturing part, the sales part, and the retention part. So I'd say that's pretty accurate. This is actually from a guy that's done really amazing things in the gym space, and then he's gone over into the agency space. I believe his name is Ryan Moore. You can go check out his book. I don't have an affiliation with this guy whatsoever. I just picked up this book, and it's I think his book on Amazon on Kindle was like called Gym's Membership Sales or something like that. Literally, like, just very direct what it is. And anyways, it's like a black and gold book. And you can go check it out. But this is the part from the book where I was just like, man, that's actually a pretty well thought out and straightforward way to assess your business. Hey, are we getting leads and the market and the information for people is correct? Then it's not a marketing problem. That means the marketing is working. Cool. That's how we can check the box. That's how you can say, is my marketing working? Well, are we getting leads? Yes. And are the leads giving us proper information? Yes, then it's working. But are we getting leads? Yes, but it's incorrect info all the time? Then no, it's not. And then are we getting leads? No. Well, then obviously the marketing is not working. So that's how you can check that box off of, like, is my marketing working? That's fixed. That's plugged that hole in the leaky bucket, right? Now, I'm going to swap hands here. It's hard doing these Facebook Live things. And then if the marketing is working, but then the leads aren't actually showing up to their appointments, well, then there's an issue there with, like, what happens between the time that you hang up the phone with them and the time that they're supposed to come into the gym. And that period in between there is called lead nurturing. And so there's things you can do about sending extra content, reminders. There's a whole range of things you can do to ensure that they show up. Okay, so then if that's the only problem, so you just got to look at it and troubleshoot it, plug the holes, fix that problem. Let's see what then happens after the next piece. And then sometimes you just have to plug one hole and then the rest of it's fine. You don't have a leaky bucket anymore. Sometimes gyms might have multiple holes in their bucket, right? So that's number two, is the lead nurturing. Then if they are coming in and not signing up, well then, okay, now we need to look at sales. Because it's like, great, I'm getting heaps of people to show up. They're doing, like, whatever it is that you're advertising. They're doing free trials, or they're coming in for, like, trial sessions, or, like, they're coming in for just consultations. But if they're not signing up, well then it's not a marketing issue, and it's not a lead nurturing issue either, because they're showing up, the marketing's working, the lead nurturing is working. Just means you need to refine what you actually say to the person in the face-to-face consultation. And then once you tweak that or plug that, Now you're making sales. That's part 3. And the final part then, the way that I see this is, okay, if they're not joining, if they are joining but not staying for a year or more, then and not referring friends, then it's a retention problem. And then that stuff you just got to look at, like culture, what's happening with touch points in the gym, and that's like starts to be like stuff that happens while they're in class, like how you greet them, how clean the gym is, the service that you deliver to them, how friendly your staff is, all the additional touch points and support that you offer people, other community events that you do outside of the gym. There's a whole range of things that you can do there to then ensure that they actually stay. So that's my take on it and my interpretation of it. And I thought that was actually pretty cool to actually share. I'll show you. It's right there. Bang. Ryan Moore is the guy you want to look up. Ryan Moore. You can go check out his book. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. So if you feel like that there's something missing from that, or you got something awesome from that, please let us know. You respond on our socials here, or shoot us an email, right? But to wrap all this up, you've listened to that and you're like, you know what, that sounds pretty cool. I actually need some help with, I've got everything dialed in. We've got the lead nurturing. We've got sales are great. Like we can convert, our retention's awesome. We just need more sales opportunities, and we just need more appointments. Well, go over to iwantgymleads.com. You can go over there. You can check out what we're all about, how we help gym owners be able to get more leads, get more clients, and grow their brand in the local area all at the same time. So then you can just focus on sales and growing your culture and community from within your gym, and being the business owner, working on the business rather than in it. And so that's iwantgymleads.com. Go over there. If you like what you see, fill in the application, book in a time to speak with myself, and then we can talk about how we can actually do the same for you. Until next time, legends, this is Jimmy. Peace. Love you all. See you soon.